Thank you for coming to this talk. My name is Bill Tomlinson. I'm presenting on behalf of my co-authors, Nardi, Dan Stokols, and Ankita Raturi. Our paper is titled Ecosystemas, Representing Ecosystem Impacts in Design. The Earth is facing escalating environmental challenges involving climate change and other impacts of human energy use, as well as biodiversity loss and many other issues. Design processes shape how humans impact the Earth, and as such, play an important role in how these environmental issues have unfolded in the past and will unfold in the future. Designers sometimes use a construct called a persona, a distilled model of a particular user group, to help represent the interests of that user group in design processes. Nevertheless, while design researchers have pioneered novel approaches to personas such as animal personas, the interests of the Earth ecosystems are largely absent from design efforts. We propose that it may be useful to have a construct analogous to personas to represent ecosystems in design processes. We call this construct an ecosystema. Here we see an example of an ecosystema for the Amazon rainforest that our team mocked up. It includes a user story and various other pieces of content that can help designers keep this ecosystem in mind as they engage in design. The concept of ecosystemas builds on several major threads of past work. It builds on ideas from social ecology about the relationships between humans and non-humans. It builds on concepts from design research, such as the animal personas mentioned earlier, as well as other efforts to decenter humans and explore the role of non-humans in design. It also fits within the growing area within HCI, exploring how our field relates to sustainability and environmental topics more broadly. We anticipate that the concept of ecosystemas could influence designers to take ecosystem impacts into account throughout the design process. This could allow ecosystem-wide impacts to influence design processes more effectively and provide greater leverage on current environmental crises than existing human-centered techniques. This approach to design could help contribute to a future in which the ecosystems humans rely on for our own existence are central to the design of future sociotechnical systems in HCI and many other fields. Ecosystemas should ideally be developed collaboratively by designers working with biologists or ecologists, and potentially with many others with relevant expertise in engineering, business, and other fields. A factor that our team explored in the design of ecosystemas was whether a particular ecosystema should be based on one real-world ecosystem, which we call a simple ecosystema, or on a hybrid of multiple ecosystems, which we call a composite ecosystema. A simple ecosystema would have all of its information drawn from a single, real, spatially delimited ecosystem. A composite ecosystem would be based on a single real ecosystem, but potentially augmented by elements from other ecosystems. This is similar to how a persona may include aspects of multiple real people layered together into a composite representation. The concept of ecosystemas points to the potential need for a new role, the ecosystema advocate. An advocate would be a person or group who has experience or expertise about a particular ecosystema and could be brought in as a consultant on design efforts. In current design activities, the design team may engage with members of a target human population for various forms of consultation, such as focus groups or beta testing. However, with non-human stakeholders, it may not be ethical or feasible to consult with particular non-human species or ecosystems. Therefore, a human who understands the purpose of design at a high level and who can serve as an advocate for an ecosystema throughout the design effort would be a valuable participant in design processes. In this article, we presented a potential approach to design and design knowledge that may help to reduce and reverse anthropogenic environmental harm, in particular for the use of ecosystemas. We hope that someday a large enough portion of humanity will see non-human species as being of sufficient inherent value to enable the deep cultural, economic, and political shifts to bring about futures that are beneficial not just for humanity, but for all other forms of life as well. This work would not have been possible without several talented undergraduate researchers and feedback from several anonymous reviewers. This work was supported by the Bren School of ICS at UCI and by NSF Award CCF 1442749. Thank you very much. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.